And, Coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cleveland Browns. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. This is taken at his 4. Spinning past him. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Fournette fighting through, and they're able to get this one across the 35.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Hey, spread left. Spread left. Lucy.
Bortles now on first down. Left side complete. Safarian-Jenkins. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big third down play there for the Jags. And even 40 yards. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
Hey, let's go. Trips left. Green 80. Move.
Now they'll run it on the taunts. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Caught, Safarian-Jenkins, right side. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. first catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. A first down carry here for Johnson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Fielded at about the 28. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And incomplete. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
I remember growing up playing basketball. My coaches always talked about communicating on defense, making sure you talk on defense, know where your screens are, know where the cuts are coming from, who has who. Well, guess what? It's the same thing in football. Even though there's more noise out there, you can hear all the screams of screen, screen. This defense, the bench, everyone let them know what the play was, and that's why they were able to react and knock the ball away.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense is going to take over at their own 20-yard line. A first down throw from Mayfield. Flushed out right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gordon. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Detroit! Detroit! Over!
2nd down, Mayfield. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Malik Jackson continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. And that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Spread right, spread right, spread right, spread right.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them.
Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. Forced out to his left. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Joe Schobert able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard. And the Jaguars send out their punter. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession.
They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
DJ Hayden, the corner, in on the tackle.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Underneath for Johnson. He's got it up to the 15, showed off some fancy footwork there.
Leopard! No, Jack, Patriot!
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they've got it very deep in enemy territory. It's inside the 5 at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Bortles. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Larry Ogunjobi able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. From the gun, it's Bortles. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to... Here's Fournette. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, Anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
This is taken at his 4. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Now Mayfield going deep here for Landry. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there for the Browns. 59 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Mayfield to throw it. And he'll find Akins there, complete. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. From the gun, Mayfield steps away to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Tavecchio puts this one through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped with the contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
Spread right, 72. Lucy.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Safarian Jenkins has it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Sunday.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout.
Here we go.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. Escaping the pressure right. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Omaha.
On second down, here's Fournette. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, it didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Pretty heavy traffic over the middle on that one, and somehow he emerged with the football. Way to possess it despite all the extra contact and people around him.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 20. Make it the 24-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56.
Mayfield on first down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Mayfield now, looking deep downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Josh Gordon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. Tavecchio now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Jaguars getting set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk. Out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Travis Carey. Breaks through the contact. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The Browns on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing. Mayfield. Trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man. Complete. And now off to the races. Down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown. Josh Gordon, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that will make this a 4-point game. Tavecchio now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Fournette, a first down carry. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Nice 39, Lucy. Spread right, spread right, spread right, spread right, smack.
Shotgun now for Bortles. And this is incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And it's 3rd down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there.
Hey, spread left, green 80, green 80.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. First down, Mayfield. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now a handoff, Johnson. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Detroit!
They go to Johnson again. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
To throw, Mayfield. And this one is incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And now before they run this,
Fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now Darkwa. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Bonnie Calhoun. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D lineman, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there. Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle at any time. Here, the cornerback does exactly that. Plays the run really well and makes a big play. The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. Staying on his feet. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Dante Fowler in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. The kick by Tavecchio is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced him to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere. It made them kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he's got some space here. A big run by the big man Fournette. 41 yards. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here we go.
Final minute now of the third quarter. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Open man right side is Sharp. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Hey, let's go. Trick front.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1 that was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Lucy. 380.
They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. And he's got it. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
Well, they certainly didn't get what they wanted on that play. That means it's a big-time decision on what you call on 4th down.
Absolutely, because a field goal here doesn't do him much good. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
380.
They'll go with a big back Fournette, fighting through. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. Leonard Fournette denied on 4th and goal. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. They begin the drive with Johnson. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Mayfield looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And for the moment, this will be a 1st down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but It's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box.
And got his man complete. And he's brought down after a good game. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a play fake here on first down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Mayfield. Dumping it off for Johnson. Room to run inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevenson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Spread right, 72.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Omaha. Hank.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Bortles going to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Barry Church, the strong safety, the one to get him down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Again, it's Johnson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. As they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Now let's go! Green, 39! Green!
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. And a disappointing way to close out the season. He got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great season when they get away from it a little bit. But they also will all look at their own errors, their own mistakes, and wonder how they could have played a little bit better. So if they get in this position again, they'll be ready to win.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden.